See, we are discussing that birds have dry skin, right? But they have oil glands, or we call the preen glands. Birds have oil glands, or we call the preen glands. See, this is the aquatic bird. You can see this thing in this picture, right? Problem with which one? Aquatic birds, not to that terrestrial one. Remember. So these aquatic birds, right? Birds go in water, so their feathers become wet. So their body weight increases. So to avoid, once the body weight increases, right? You know that for swimming also, not for flying. For swimming also, body weight, okay, body weight should be lighter. For swimming, body weight should be lighter. If you remember, that's why in physics, that's the air bladder is present. Swim bladder or air bladder is that one thing. Next thing, so same for these aquatic birds also. These birds, okay, if on surface, it's not create any problem. But once it swim in water, their feathers become wet, so they can't able to swim. So to avoid this problem, to get rid from this problem, behind their tail, if you have observed this thing, कि birds उसके tail portion में beak को prick करते रहते हैं. Have you observed this thing in Discovery or anything? नहीं किया है तो अभी कमाटी बाग गार्डन में जाना, right? और ये वहां पे जो birds gallery, birds park, right? Observe करना. In that you can clearly observe them in that aquatic portion generally, right? So birds, aquatic birds, they prick their tail region because in their tail region, behind their tail, oil or that preen glands are present which secretes. Once this beak prick this preen gland or the oil gland, oil secretion start. And this oil secretion, right? This oil secretion, once the oil secretion start, this oil sprayed on the body. So feathers जो है, okay, feathers not wet, feathers remain dry. आपके पास अगर कोई feather है ना, right, particularly for this any feather you can take two feathers. On one feather apply oil, on one feather apply oil, other remain as it is and dip in water. You can clearly, okay, get the idea. The feather which you have that on that apply you have oil, never that become wet. It remain oily only. And you know, oil and water can never mix with each other. Simple mechanism, right? So that mechanism is applied over here. That's why these birds have oil glands or the preen glands, which helps them to swim in water, to remain dry in nature, so their body weight is not increasing, right? Next, endoskeleton. Endoskeleton is there, which is fully ossified, means bony. Ossification means which one? Bony. But if you can make out over here, these bones have, which is a hollow in nature. So many cavities are there. This is a section of bone, and in which so many cavities are there. Right? Their bone is hollow in nature. Why? अगर bone stiff होता like us, so their again weight is increasing. But here bone becomes hollow in nature. Spaces are present. Right? Space is there means in that the air is filled. That's why, okay, that's why this endoskeleton over here we call is a first of all bony, so ossified, and particularly their long bones. Okay, legs ke jo hai, so their long bones, they have this air cavities, and that's why this bone we call pneumatic bone, filled with the air. That's why we call pneumatic bone. Again, their body becomes lighter in weight, so it helps in swimming. Aquatic bird है तो swimming में help करेगा, terrestrial है then flight. right? Next thing, this is the endoskeleton part. Next thing that birds have in their digestive system, two extra chamber, two extra chamber. Can anyone tell me, birds have teeth in their beak? Birds have teeth in their beak. Yes, Kirtan.
No, ma'am.
Correct. No. Birds do not have teeth. Remember, just उनके beaks होते हैं, but in that no teeth is there. So suppose, just imagine that one of the bird is there. It eats a grain. आप उसको pulses दे रहे हो, weight दे रहे हो, rice, right? Which is actually very hard one. हमें भी boil करना पड़ता है, right? We have teeth, still we have to boil it to eat this. They don't have teeth. Then how can it break this thing? So they have two additional chamber in their digestive tract. One we call crop, other we call gizzard. Crop which helps in store the food, stomach के जैसे, right? And gizzard which helps in gizzard, आप समझ लो that structure like your mixture blender. I can say that blender, right? In that the plates are there, and these plates are moving, which helps in crushing the hard things in our mixture, right? So this type of plates are present by muscles. Muscles create this type of the plates, and muscular contraction and relaxation that helps in that grinding. That helps in which process? Grinding. So ये seeds or वो सब, okay, they eat entire, just swallow this thing. So this thing helps in grinding. Clear? And then further digestion takes place. So birds have these two additional chambers, crop and gizzard. Then next, heart is completely four chambered like the humans, mammals, two atria and two ventricles. Now the organisms that become warm blooded. So can you tell me what is warm blooded? We have discussed it initial also. What is warm blooded? Gia.
Yes, ma'am. Warm-blooded organisms are those in which the inner temperature of the body remains same,
Yes.
but the outer temperature remains, changes.
Okay.
But still,
Outer,
the
in
inner
spite of
temperature.
outer temperature or the external condition, body maintains their constant temperature, right? This type of organisms we call either warm blooded or the homeotherms. Remember. Next, respiration is carried out with the help of lungs. If you can make out over here in this picture, in this one, over here that lungs are present. See pinkish color structure, reddish color one over here. These are the lungs. These are lungs. See, right? And with these lungs, if you can make out over here, ये देखो bluish color के structures है, they are associated with it, right? So many structure over here. One open into lung, then next again one more, then next. All are open into lung if you can make out. These are known as air sac. These are known as air sac. Air sac meaning bag-like structures are present inside the body of ewes or the birds, which are filled with the air. Again, air is there. See, body weight becomes lighter. So, which are these air sac? If you can make out, see in that total 9 air sacs are there. One pair, second pair, third pair, fourth pair, and this is the single one, right? So total 4 pair and one is unpaired. So 8 plus 1, total 9 air sacs are present. They all are associated. In this diagram, you can clearly make out this thing. See, this one open into lungs, same open into lungs, each one open into lung. ये यहाँ से open होंगे. right? So this thing helps in to store maximum amount of air, See, some of the birds are there, right? They continuously shows the that flighting movement. Migratory birds, they have to reach to the long distance. Cold में से वो warm region में आते हैं. Migratory birds are there, right? So they have to reach at the very distant region. So for that they have to flight more, and to fly they have to work. See, one thing for the flight I can simply explain you. For the flight they need a wings they have, but it should be the functional one. Next, one more thing, that wings need energy. And these all are aerobic organisms. Continuously supply of oxygen is required. So when these air sacs are there, which are filled with this air, from that during flight it can this air sac supply continuous supply of oxygen to that wing muscle. So it creates the energy. This is the benefit of this. One, it makes the body weight lighter, and second, if more need of this energy or oxygen, wings muscles get this oxygen from this air sac, which helps in flight, right? Next thing, that respiration. See, remember respiration is by lung. Air sacs connected to lungs supplement the respiration. Then next, reproduction. Same like a reptiles. Dioecious condition, fertilization internal, oviparous, development is direct. You know, birds lay their eggs, right? Examples: crow, genus name is Corvus. Pigeon, Columba. Psittacula, parrot. Psittacula, remember P is silent. Ostrich, Struthio. Peacock, Pavo. Penguin, aptenodytes. Penguin, aptenodytes, and vulture, neophron. Remember. See, you have seen all these birds, right? Parrot, pigeon, crow, peacock. No need to show this pic. But remember, this one is the vulture. This is the vulture, neophron, right? So this much information for class is. बोलिए, कोई भी टॉपिक में डाउट है? Presence of feathers and they can fly. Some are. Remember, they are flightless birds, right? See, flightless because in these birds, their wings become vestigial. Vestigial meaning was structurally present but functionally absent. Structurally present but functionally absent. That type of structures we call the vestigial. आप देखो, one more example I can give in vestigial. Ear pinna. आपने देखे हमारे ईयर पिन्ना देखो स्टेबल है, जो पोजीशन में आए हैं ना सेम वही पोजीशन. बट इफ यू ऑब्जर्व एलिफेंट के ईयर पिन्ना मूव करते हैं, ईयर्स पार्ट, राइट? सो इन एलिफेंट that ear pinna is functional, but in human, vestigial. Pinna is present, right, but cannot able to move. That we call vestigial. Remember. Clear? Next thing, that then presence of beak, forelimbs modified into wing, hind limbs, right? Hind limbs are there. They are modified for clasping, then swimming, walking, like this. Then their hind limbs generally have scale. Skin is dry, but they have at the tail region, oil gland or the preen gland, which helps to feathers remain dry in water also. Next, digestive tract have two additional chamber, crop, gizzard. Then bones are bony. Okay, they're endoskeleton, we can say the bony, but with so much cavity, ossification, cavity. And these bones are filled with the air, particularly long bones, so we call pneumatic bones. Next, warm-blooded, four-chamber heart, respiration by lungs with 9 air sacs. 4 paired, 1 is unpaired. Right? And then the reproduction part. बोलिए, एव्स में आपको कुछ डाउट है? क्लास एव्स, इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट यू कैन आस्क मी. कोई भी टर्म नहीं समझ में आया है, रिपीट करना है तो बोलो. नो? ओके. नेक्स्ट थिंग, class Mammalia, last class of animal kingdom, class Mammalia, which is very easy one. Habitat, see, mammals and these birds, they have the ability to maintain their body temperature. Maintain their body temperature. That is the reason why, okay, in every habitat means polar region maybe, desert, aquatic, mountain, forest, grassland, even in dark caves, everywhere you can find the mammals. Right? Because they have the ability to maintain their constant body temperature. Next, some of them have adapted to fly or live in water. See, mammals doesn't mean just walking, live on land. Some mammals are there, they live in water. Some mammals are there, they can fly. Can you give me example of which mammal can fly? Bolo Kirtan.
Ma'am, bat.
Bat, correct. Chamachidiu in Gujarati we call. Right? Bat. So bat, see, this is the bat, right? Their forelimbs, between the forelimb and hind limb, this structure is present, membranous structure is present. This structure helps in to fly, and that structure we call patagium. Remember, this structure we call patagium. This is a membranous structure which helps in flight. In that, flying fox भी बोलते हैं इसको. Right? Next thing, that can you tell me which mammal can live in water, swim in water? Which mammal? Bolo Kirtan.
Ma'am, whale and dolphin.
Correct. Whale and dolphin. They are not fish. Remember, whale and dolphin, they are not fish. This is the whale over here. Right? So whale and dolphins, they are mammals. So mammals, what is the unique character? They have mammary glands. Right? In males, they are not developed, but in females, they are the developed one, which in mammary glands, the milk production process, this milk which helps in, okay, to nourishes the young ones. Then they have 2 pairs of limbs that helps in running, climbing, walking, burrowing, swimming or flying. Skin, burrowing, आप देखो rat makes a burrow, right? Skin of mammal is unique. We have hair, yes or no? Okay, newborn baby, full of hairs are there. So remember, skin of the mammal unique feature, hair is present. All mammals have hair. Whale and dolphin also have hair. Remember, right? External ears or pinna are present. Then different types of teeth are present. Incisor, canine, premolar, molar. ये तो आता है ना आपको? Teeth.
Yes, ma'am.
We have different types of teeth. Okay, center के जो है first incisor. Then sharp teeth are there that we call the canine, then premolar, and then molar. Then next, heart is four-chambered, two atria, two ventricle, four homeotherms, respiration by lungs. Right? इसमें तो see you have to explain human character simply. Then reproduction sexes are separate, male females are separate, fertilization is internal. Many are viviparous. Viviparous meaning what? Humans को याद रखना. That directly from the mother body, see, inside the mother body with the help of, inside that mother body with the help of that placenta, the newborn baby is developed, and this newborn baby is delivered outside, right? Directly the newborn baby is delivered outside, that we call viviparous. Exceptionals are there. One of the exceptional is there, this Ornithorhynchus platypus. This is the oviparous. This mammal lay their eggs. Remember, Ornithorhynchus, or we call the common name, that is the platypus. See, this is the platypus, this one. Duck bill platypus. Entire name जो है इसका duck bill platypus. इसका जो beak, okay, initial the jaws part is there like a beak of a duck, like a beak of duck, right? So that's why the name given duck-billed platypus. This is the oviparous. Right? Next development is direct, no larval stage. Ornithorhynchus platypus. Here so many examples are given. Remember, kangaroo, genus name. Now all viviparous. Kangaroo, genus name, Macropus. Flying fox, bat, Pteropus. Then next, Camellias. That's genus name. Common name we call camel. Then monkey, we call macaca. Ratus, rat. Canis, dog. Felis, cat. Remember in chapter 1 we have learned Canidae, Felidae, cat family, dog family. Elephas, elephant. Equus, horse. Equus, horse. Remember, Equus caballus, and entire name. Then Delphinus, dolphin. Right? Then blue whale, Balaenoptera. Tiger, Panthera tigris. Lion, Panthera leo. All examples you will have to remember. See over here, these are the blue whales, right? Mother blue whale. This one is the mother blue whale. This one is the baby blue whale. Baby blue whale. See, on blue whale also the mammary glands are present. Remember, this baby blue whale suck that milk from the mother's mammary gland. Remember, so ये unique feature है of mammals. If these things are not present, so फिर whales, dolphin, that comes under fishes, right? But here scales are absent. They have hairs. Remember. Then next thing, they have mammary glands, which is the main feature. Understood? Class mammals, very easy one actually in entire animal kingdom. Tell me, mammals are coelomate, acoelomate or pseudocoelomate? Sakshi बोलो.
Ma'am, coelomate.
Correct. Arpita, tell me, mammals are डिप्लोब्लास्टिक और ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक? बुक में नहीं दिया है, आपको ही बोलना पड़ेगा.
Diploblast.
डिप्लो और ट्रिप्लो, विच वन? बोलो अर्पिता.
Triplo.
ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक, करेक्ट. 3 germinal layer, right? Next, Zil. हेलो बोलो पहले. स्पीक लाउडली. जील अभी माइक न्यू है ना?
Yes.
हाँ, गुड. टेल मी, bilateral symmetrical organism or radial? Mammals are bilateral or radial?
Radial.
Radial. Can you tell me what is the meaning of radial symmetry? याद है आपको? Not remember? Good. Next. Ayushi. Okay. Jia.
Ma'am, they are bilaterally symmetrical.
Bilaterally symmetrical. Bilateral meaning what? We cut organism into two equal half. अब देखो ये human है, right? Suppose over here human is there. So in that, when you cut this human, only in this plane, one plane of axis center से pass होना चाहिए. And only by this way you can divide this organism into two equal half. Suppose आप इसको ऐसे cut करो. Zil, tell me, if I cut this organism like this, again we can create two equal half. Yes or no?
No.
हाँ. So कोई भी plane of axis ले लो. No. Only by one plane of axis. That's why we call bilateral symmetry. Clear? Zeal. Focus on lecture. चलिए. Last thing. Okay. ये आप note down कर लेना. Textbook में नहीं दिया है for NEET exam. Essential thing. Development of ear. Development of ear in that first. See. This much part is internal ear. This is the internal ear. In that main part is cochlea and semicircular canal or duct. Then next thing, that middle ear is present. This part is middle ear. And then in middle ear, three bony structures are present. See, 1, 2, and 3 over here. And then outermost, this is the external ear. Outer ear, right? In which pinna is present. अब देखो हमारे पिन्ना है ना, फिर यहाँ पे आप देखोगे तो कैविटी लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है. सेरुमेन ईयर वैक्स अगर फील्ड हो जाता है, so with the help of cotton bud we remove that, right? So cavity like structure है. So this part is external ear, right? Over here tympanum membrane, in Gujarati we call पर्दो. Okay, grandparents actually हम ऐसा करते हैं तो बोलते हैं कि please don't keep ears that too much inside, otherwise that कानो पर्दो टूटी जैसा. Okay, so same way over here that we call tympanum. In English scientific language we call tympanum. In Gujarati called simple membrane or curtain like पर्दो, right? Next, then three bones are present. Three bones part that makes middle ear. External ear in that pinna and that canal, and then internal ear is there, in which this cochlea, आप देखो jalebi like structure है, curls, right? So this is the cochlea part, and with this cochlea again the coil structures are present. These are known as semicircular canals, right? See, ear के actually दो functions है. One is hearing and second is balancing. Ear helps in hearing as well as balancing. छोटे थे तब पता है हम that round करते थे. आप continuously, okay, अभी भी आप 15 to 20 times, अभी just 15 to 20 or 30 times continuously round घूमते रहो and suddenly stop. You feel that in unbalanced condition initially, yes or no, right? But after some time you feel such a balancing condition. Why? Because in our ear, in this part, fluid is present. That fluid is circulating with you, right? but within few minutes when we stop, fluid is remain, okay, it means fluid is not circulating, fluid remain in that position, stable one. So we feel the balance condition, right? So that's why remember inner ear is there, that is the main part actually. जिसको अगर हियरिंग एबिलिटी में कोई ट्रबल है ना, तो आपने, इफ यू हैव हर्ड दिस थिंग, कॉक्लिया ट्रांसप्लांटेशन होता है. कॉक्लिया पार्ट इज ट्रांसप्लांटेड, so it can get again their hearing ability, any person, right? So cochlea is the main part of ear, remember, which helps in hearing as well as balancing. And then next part, that is the ear ossicles, middle ear, in which the bones are present. See, when this one is a pinna part, external ear and then canal. From here, the sound waves enter. From here, the sound waves enter, right? And come to this over here, tympanum is present, that pardo, eardrum, right? And this sound waves reach to this eardrum. On this eardrum, the vibrations are created. But these vibrations are very, very slow. तो उसको amplify करना पड़ेगा, उसकी ability increase करनी पड़ेगी. So for that, in middle ear, this part is given, that's the bones. These bones are attached with each other. आप simply देखो, water bodies, okay, अपनी हम बीच पे कहीं पे जाते हैं तो simply we throw the water into that water bodies. Yes or no? When we throw a stone है, okay, small stone on into this water body, आप very lightly उसको throw करो, तो उसके waves जो है, okay, very few waves are formed. But when you throw with a very, okay, or very forcefully, then so much area it is covered, vibrations are covered, right? Same over here, that these vibrations are there over here, which reach to this eardrum, they are amplified by this ear ossicles. Okay, how? In detail, we will discuss in chapter number 21. But this is the function of this middle ear. फिर internal ear उसको analyze करता है, and with the help of that we can heard the sound. Right? Now, the main thing. Fishes से start होता है, that's the evolution of ear. In fishes, only this much part is there, internal ear. Remember, in fishes, only internal ear is present. Then next, amphibia. If you remember, amphibia, in that frog, ear represent as a tympanum. Outer side, पता है ना, circular structure that just below the eyeball. So, in amphibians, internal plus middle ear is present. In amphibia, remember, in amphibia, internal plus middle ear. And then, okay, yes, amphibia, inner and middle. Next, there's the reptiles and aves, both. Reptiles and aves. In that, listen carefully. Up to here. Means internal ear, middle ear is developed, and this canal is developed, but pinna is not developed. In reptile and aves, pinna is not developed. Right? Directly into this canal, sound waves are gathered. But if pinna is present, okay, pinna is developed in case of what? Mammals. In mammals, this entire structure is present. In this way, ear development occur, ear evolution occur. Okay, simply remember this. Fishes, internal ear. Amphibia, internal plus middle. Aves, reptile, internal, middle and outer. Outer without pinna. Mammals, internal, middle, outer with pinna. बोलिए, इसमें किसी को डाउट है?
No, ma'am.
Good. Next. Last topic. Just a second. See one thing. Next means this Thursday. Remember, taste of this chapter 4 up to that hemichordata chapter 4 part 1. Right? Next topic. Okay, see within few minutes our meet will end. I will take after break this in between. Question answer. Can you tell me which is the unique feature of mammals? Which is the unique feature of mammals? Arpita. Arpita. Unmute. बोलो. मैमल का यूनिक फीचर सिंपल है. शुभ.
Ma'am, they have hair on their body, hair or fur on their body. They are warm-blooded.
फॉर
And-
कहाँ से आया? फॉर नहीं होता, ओनली हेयर.
Okay, hair, and they give